So David, thank you for coming in. Hey, thank you. I mean, I appreciate it. I got to make a movie. It's something I've always wanted to do. So yeah, it's great. It's fantastic. Yeah. So listen, this whole virus thing. Oh yeah, that's some crazy stuff, right? Yeah, it's. So we've been looking at things, and yeah, we think we might just go ahead and put it on HBO Max the same day that it comes out in theaters. So you're telling me this movie I made for you, it's just gonna be on HBO anyway. I think that's what we're gonna do. I mean, I don't know how to feel right now. This is bullshit. Oh! A prequel to David Chase's HBO crime drama series The Sopranos, The Many Saints of Newark takes place during the 1960s and 1970s in Newark, New Jersey. The film follows a violent gang war from the perspectives of mobster Dickie Moltisanti and his teenage nephew Tony Soprano in the midst of the city's 1967 riots. The movie stars Alessandro Nivola, Leslie Odom Jr., Vera Farmiga, Ray Liotta, and Michael Gandolfini. So yeah, you really kind of have to feel a little bit for David Chase, right? I mean, you want to make a movie. You want to make a movie really, really badly. You get the green light, you make the movie, it's ready to go, and then the virus happens. So, yeah. So then, well, when is this movie going to be out in theaters? Oh yeah, we're just going to release it on HBO Max the same day. Hmm. If you look at the movie for what it is and what they've been able to do, the effects, there's some obvious visual effects in the movie. There's some things in the movie. I, it doesn't look that different than anything else that I've seen on HBO Max when it comes to their series. In fact, any of the series that are direct to streaming, I honestly don't see much difference here. So in a way, it kind of fits on HBO Max. So before we get into the story and all that kind of stuff, let's talk about the actors, right? I think Alessandro Nivola was absolutely magnetic in the movie. I think his charisma just jumped off the screen. He was somebody that you wanted to know more about. And I think he did a great job. I mean, I've seen him in a few movies here and there, but always in supporting roles. So this is the first time that I was able to see him as a lead actor, and I think he did a great job. Leslie Odom Jr. plays Harold McBrayer, and I have to say, yeah, I kind of want another movie with just his character. Tell his story, because I think his story was it seemed kind of strange to me that there was this really interesting piece of the plot that they treated like a secondary plot when I feel like it could have been the primary plot. It could have been something that I could watch. So yeah, I think yeah, in the future, just go ahead and make the Harold McBrayer story. I'd watch it. I mean, the rest of the cast is great too. I mean, John Bernthal, who I didn't even mention in the I guess the synopsis, yeah, playing Tony's dad. I mean, he was great. Vera Farmiga playing Livia, Tony's mom. I mean, great. And then of course you got Michael Gandolfini. James Gandolfini's son playing the young Tony. I mean, I don't know if you can get any better with casting than that. And it was kind of strange because even some of the trailers I'd seen, I didn't really see James Gandolfini in it, but you start to see the resemblance the longer the movie goes on. I think he did a fantastic job for someone who's not really known for acting. But yeah, let's see some more. Now I'm going to reference something here that I can almost guarantee you that no other reviewer on the planet is going to reference this movie with regards to Many Saints of Newark, and that is Pee-wee's Big Adventure. It's the first thing that I thought of. Many things throughout the movie reminded me of this scene in Pee-wee's Big Adventure, because it's like there's all these series of little happenings, little events, and sometimes misunderstandings that end up shaping the course of what's to come, right? It's especially if you're someone who's watched Sopranos at least once, you can see some of the groundwork being laid for what's to come, which is weird because it already happened. But you know what I mean? No, it's like they're planting these little seeds that grow into other things. And for me, it's just like Pee-wee's Big Adventure, where if this thing hadn't happened, the course of their lives would have gone off in a totally different direction. The course of the story would do that. Is it the best example? I don't know. It's just what I thought of. This is a weird thing for me to say, being a fan of the Sopranos series, and I've watched it all the way through twice. I know it fairly well, and knowing that this was a prequel that was built kind of in the same world as the series, of course, I'm excited. I want to see this. But what's strange is, I guess ultimately, I don't know if it worked, like at all. I don't know if it works as a standalone film because I've seen The Sopranos twice through, right? But if so much of the meaning and so much of the thoughts and the themes that they're trying to present here are based upon your prior knowledge of something else, I'm not sure if you can consider that a success. And I'm not sure if it actually works as a prequel either, because the character that you think the movie is going to be about is sort of relegated to the sidelines for 90% of the movie. So it's such a strange thing that I'm feeling here. I'm sitting here watching it, I'm enjoying it, but then when it's over, I'm kind of like, I can guarantee you that I will watch the Sopranos series again, and that's really what this did. I think the most successful thing that came out of me watching this is it made me go, man, I really want to watch The Sopranos again. Doesn't make me want to watch the movie again, though. So yeah, in a way, it's definitely a prequel. It definitely takes place prior to The Sopranos, the events in The Sopranos that we know. But it almost feels like a spinoff. And I don't know. I guess your mileage is going to vary. I would say that this is recommended for those who have already seen The Sopranos. So I would give it, for those people, I would probably give it a 3 stars. Don't expect the world. Just expect, a fun revisit to the world that we know and love. For everybody else, I honestly don't know what to tell you. So, The Many Saints of Newark. I'm really curious if those of you who have seen it, did it make you, if you hadn't seen The Sopranos, did it make you want to watch the series? Or if you had seen The Sopranos, what did you think of the movie? Let me know what you think, because I think it's really, really interesting. I don't know. Does it even work? I'm not sure. So thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.